How's it going? Monday, December the 16th, 2024. I'm covering the career of Jumpin' Joe DiMaggio. We want you on our side. I started covering him his 1936 season, 21 years old, a rookie. This video, 1941 season, what a year it was. It will go down in history as one of the greatest of all time. What do I mean? Does 56 mean anything to you? 56 game hitting streak. Joe DiMaggio during the 1941 season. He played 139 games, 541 at bats, got 122 runs scored. That's the fifth time over 100 runs scored. 193 hits, 43 doubles, 11 triples, 30 homers, 125 RBIs, 6 years in a row over 100 RBIs, 4 stolen bases, 76 walks. Listen to this. He had 541 at-bats. He struck out 13 times. 357 batting average. 440 on base, 643 slugging. That's the fourth time over 600 slugging. And 348 bases, 6 times over 300. But what do I mean by 56? How about a hitting streak of 56 games in a row? Incredible and remarkable. He started it on May 15th, 1941, went 1 for 4. And he went all the way to July 16th, 1941. This last game, he went 2 for 4. He got 91 hits and 223 at-bats. 16 doubles, 4 triples, 15 homers, 55 RBIs. He batted .409 during the streak. So he breaks the record of Willie Keeler, 44-game hitting streak. Did you know that Joe DiMaggio had a 61-game hitting streak in the minors? Playing for San Francisco team. So in 1941, 56 will stand out in history as one of the greatest achievements in sports altogether. Come on. Would you agree? You may say, what about boxing? What about football? What about basketball? 56-game hitting streak. A hit in 56 games in a row. You know, baseball is a hard game. I play baseball. You got to make contact. You got 8 guys on the field, and they're playing defense. You got to either hit it past them, over them, beyond them, hard enough. They can't field it. How about 91 hits in 56 games? What a pace that was. He's batting .409 during the streak, but for the season, he batted .357. Joe DiMaggio never hit 400 in the season. So 1941 will go down, wouldn't you say, as one of the greatest seasons of all time for a player? Nobody else has come close. Pete Rose had 44 in a row. Willie Keeler, 44 in a row. George Sisler had 40. So did Ty Cobb. How come among 10 to 15,000 baseball players that have come through the big leagues, nobody can get close to 56 games? Because it's very hard. Pitchers are going to get you out. But Joe DiMaggio, what an eye at the plate. What a swing. You got to consider Joe DiMaggio one of the greatest hitters of all time. The only flaw is that he didn't play long enough. He had a 13-year career. Stopped playing at age 36 after the 1951 season. He was injury prone. Bad knees, bad legs, bad ankles. Man, he had the potential of going down as the greatest hitter. But his lifetime batting average, 325. That's not up there with Cobb's 366 or Hornsby's 358. 325. Did you know that in his 13-year career, he batted over 300 11 times? But if he had played 20 years, maybe 22 years, Aaron and Mays, they played past 20 years. So did Cobb and Rose. If DiMaggio had played 20 to 22 years, he ended up with 2,200 hits. But it's just 13 years. Give him 7 more years. Let's say he averages 180 hits a year. Some seasons he got 200, but we'll do 180 times 7. That's 1,260. So 2,200 plus 1,260. DiMaggio was on a pace for 3,500 hits. Now, his lifetime batting average, well, did you know he served 3 years in the military? 1943, 44, and 45. During those years, he would have been 28, 29, and 30. What do you think he would have done during those years? I say 100 run score. I say close to 200 hits if he plays every day. I say 100 RBIs. I say 30 homers. I say 340, 350 batting average. He had a 357, a 352, and a 381. And he had a 346 twice. So I think his lifetime batting average could have been in the 340s, maybe 350, if he had played 20 years. But as a result, we only have 13 years on record. And one of the years, he only played 76 games. So it's about 12 and a half years. In 12 and a half years, he got 2,200 hits. How about that? And he got 1,500 RBIs in 12 and a half years. He was on pace for 2,000 RBIs. And he was on pace for 2,000 runs scored. The potential of Joe DiMaggio. Whew. But 1941, 56-game hitting streak. That record will not be broken. 100 years from now, nobody will break the 56-game hitting streak. That's a guarantee. Why? Because when was it set? It was set in 1941, right? What's it now? It's 2024. So 59 and 24, what's that? 59 years to the turn of the century, and then you do another 24. That's 83 years. Did you know in the last 83 years, nobody has even come close? Only Pete Rose in 1978, I think it was, or whatever, 44 games. That last at bat, he struck out because he was really anxious. He was 0 for 3, came up in the last at bat. The guy threw him pitches in the dirt, so he was just swinging, trying to get a hit, struck out. So in 83 years, nobody done it. And then before that, the record was 44 with Willie Keeler back in the 1890s, maybe. And then George Sisler and Ty Cobb had a 40. If those guys can't get to 56, you think someone else could? I don't think so. No, that's a record that will not be broken. 56-game hitting streak. Incredible. Joe DiMaggio's 1941 season. All right, next video, 1942. I'm out.